Hey haters, it's Peyton.
It's Ainsley. So, me and Peyton were just talking about this, but in 15 minutes, I already have so much to talk about.
How though? Like we literally had a sleepover last night. So like
And then drove separate cars here to the office.
in the literally 15 minutes we were separated, you have something. Okay, go. What's
so
up?
I walked into Starbucks while I was walking up, and like me and Peyton had a late night last night. So I'm like a little RBF this morning because I'm tired.
Right.
But I still kind of like smile with my eyes. I smize a lot at people because I'm also a starer. Like somebody will walk by and I'll look at them.
Oh,
so I'll smize.
Okay.
So whatever. But this lady, like I'm walking past her, and in my mind, like I'm in the process of about to smile at her because she's staring at me, and she goes, "You need to smile more."
No. Nope, because that would have set the tone for my month.
Oh my god. I literally stopped in my tracks and like looked behind me at her. I was like, are you serious?
Keep your thoughts in your head. Oh my gosh.
It is 8 a.m. I'm not smiling. I'm on my way to get my caffeine. There's no need to smile. Wow. And again, like I was like going to. Because like I just smile at everybody. Like it's just like my thing is I just like.
That's good.
So the fact that this lady.
No, you keep your opinion to yourself. That's a dislikable. If you like feel the need to say something like that, like just keep it in your head, please, and thank you.
She didn't smile at me either.
Gosh, I hate people.
Like, it's just like it's so rude. Like you don't know what I'm going through at 8 a.m.
Right,
on
like
a Sunday morning.
Dog might have just died this morning or something.
Smile.
The nerve is wild, but
insane.
Wow. Okay. Like, yeah, no, that would have set me off for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
so, smile. I would have turned around and been like, my dog died. But that's also just like who I am.
I just like was so just like I wish I said something.
Yeah.
Because like I wanted to never say that to anybody else ever again, so I need to like leave her like shocked.
Right.
But again, I just stopped in my tracks and like slow turned to look at her, and by then she was getting in her car.
Wow. No,
thank you.
Unnecessary. Mm-mm. Don't do it. Wow.
Like what? Like in like 30 years, what changes in your mind that you think you can say that to people?
That's like my thing. Like, don't say random things to people. Don't touch random people. Like, I've got such a.
You're very stranger danger.
Right. Like, don't come up to me. Don't come up and like just approach me. That's my like scary.
Really? I love that.
No.
I love talking to people.
I can talk a decent amount, but like if you come up and you're like, oh my gosh, hi, and you like immediately put your hand on me and I've never met you, it's getting swiped off.
Really? Like I don't even notice.
No. It is so, because I don't know. I think it's my mom too. She's given me so many horror stories and I'm terrified. So I'm like, hands aren't in the bubble. I've got my circle of don't enter. No, I'm crazy about it. But same thing with people, like random people just coming up and approaching me. I'm like, nope, there was no need. I like my little peace in the morning. At night, it's fine. Like if we're like out, like whatever. But like in the morning, if someone comes up and starts talking to me that I don't know you, it's conversation's getting nowhere. I'm so sorry.
Yikes.
Before noon, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, especially before I get my coffee. Like I'm on the way into Starbucks. Like,
right. Wow.
Wait, like. Obviously, I'm not smiling yet. Like,
I gotta get my. Would you get matcha?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get my matcha.
I gotta get my matcha in.
That's funny. Well, on a different note, we had my birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun. Nasty 19. All almost adult. I don't know. I feel like 20 is like adult. 18 doesn't count.
Scary. I was thinking about that the other day. I was sitting at our restaurant before we opened, and I was like, oh my god, 20.
Like 20's old.
20's old. Like,
it's like
I'm not gonna be a teenage girl.
I know. Like the 2 before the numbers is crazy. Like the teens, it's like, oh okay, like none of this matters. But like 20's were like supposed to like get things done. I know, it's scary.
It's so scary. Oh my gosh. 20's just a weird age too. Because like you're not 21.
Right,
like,
there's
19,
no big
20
thing.
Are like weird. Like 18's a big number, 21's a big number.
Right, like there's nothing big you can do. Like at 18 at least you can vote, you're an adult, like whatever.
Yeah,
19 is just tattoo. Like right. Ugh. 19's the last year before you're 20, so it's like last teenage year. It's like, oh, okay. 20, there's literally nothing special except you're 20.
And that's just existential.
Right. And then, no, that's like, I'm going to have a meltdown. I have a year to like live, and then 20 is going to hit. And
I have less than a year.
Yeah, that's scary. I got like, that's soon. When's your birthday? February?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So you have like a semester till you're 20. Yeah. That's scary.
Not ready.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Because like part of my like plan is like I want to be like dating the person I'm gonna marry by now, and it's like
oh everyone step it up. That's good.
My DMs are always open.
No, my thing is like I'll be 20 and I'm graduating when I'm 20 technically, because I won't be 21 until the middle of May. Mm-hmm. So like I'm graduating. So when I have my next birthday, that's my scary for 20 is I'm like graduating college.
You're not graduating. Like you keep saying this.
I'm graduating a year after that though, but it'll be before I turn 21.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
No, you're right.
That's so scary. Like I'm gonna turn 21 and like this is like the year I graduate. Like that's gonna like sink in.
That's so fun though, because if you turn 21
scared.
and then your grad parties can be like...
Oh, that's true. That's fun. So like I'll have like a big party when I get home with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun. But my party was pretty good. It was a lot of fun. I don't even know. Like a lot happened, but like
also nothing.
Right, exactly. It's just like everything went really well. I would say I've had people over before a few times, and every time there's something.
There's always something. This one there wasn't really anything.
Right. There was nothing that I had to like stop everything and like put my full attention towards, which was nice, because I feel like everything else there's always someone or some situation that I'm like, oh, hold on, let me drop everything because I've got to go handle this. But there was nothing like that. Everyone did really well. I told my mom, I said everyone was on their best behavior. There was no issues. Everyone did great.
I can speak of some issues. Well,
your issues, but nothing like drastic that put me in a bad mood. Normally it's like, because when you're hosting, it's different.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, because I was worried. Like, I would go up to everyone and be like, okay, you've got what you need. You're all set. Okay, everyone's okay. Great. Move on. Next group. Like, and I love hosting too. Like, I used to hate it, and now, like, once you have a party that goes really well, you're like, oh, I can totally do this all the time.
I'm trying to chase that high.
Yeah, but it was really good. But what was your, like, I want to know, like, your, like, point of view on all of it, though. Because mine was great. I had a phenomenal time.
No, I had a great time.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Oh god, this is gonna need so much backstory of all these characters. Oh my goodness. Okay. So character number 1, we'll call him Bob.
Okay.
So Peyton's boyfriend has quite a large friend group, and they love Peyton's friends.
Yep.
So we had been hanging out with this one guy because he was in town for just like the week or whatever. And so we were spending a lot of time with him. And by the end, I had worked my magic and he had fallen under my spell. So he was there, which was a little awkward because so my boy best friend was there. And like, we love a good flirty friendship. Like, Peyton doesn't believe it, but we both know where we stand. Like, nothing's ever gonna happen there. But
whatever.
Definitely a flirty friendship. So that caused some issues. Like, Bob was watching the boy best friend all up on me, and it was just like, it was kind of an issue.
Not to mention our third character.
Which one's third for you? There's 4 characters.
Your ex.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Oh, that's 4th? Who's third?
So the man I'm in love with.
Oh, yeah, okay. Also another one of
her boyfriend's friends.
Yeah. Just get the group.
They're easy pickings. They're just like, they're right there. And like, we have to spend time with them anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, the guy I'm in love with, he's not in love with me back. So like, that was interesting because like I said, there's somebody who is in love with me, the boy best friend, who's Peyton, is convinced he's in love with me, and then the guy I'm actually in love with. So, kind of a weird group. And then, so my boy best friend, like, I really wanted him to go to this party. Like, I really wanted him to be there. And he's best friends with my most recent ex-boyfriend. My ex-boyfriend was there, and I think that's enough to, like, kind of say enough without saying anything.
Right.
So it just kind of was a little difficult because everywhere I turned, it was like another thing I didn't want to like deal with in that moment where I was like, oh,
yeah.
So that was a little challenging. But like I also had so much fun.
No, I feel like it was a lot of fun. I had fun.
I had so much fun.
And everyone I asked, I was like, is everyone like good? We're all having fun. And everyone was like, yeah, like
yeah, it was
good. Good. Because that's like my worst fear is like someone's like, ugh, I'm not having fun. I hate this, or like looks miserable.
Yeah,
like I hate that. So good hosting skills. Okay, well, so the party was a lot of fun. Everyone had fun that I talked to, so that was good. But I feel like it was overall a really good night, and we got to see a lot of people that we hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah, a lot of them were
high school friends.
People we cheered with.
Right, we cheered with and high school friends. But speaking of cheering with, though, we went back to Ainsley. Ainsley and I are like, what is it? Super seniors? It's like super seniors. We go back for a good amount of events, but it's only
We've been there twice.
No, but I mean, we went to states. I went to regionals. Like, I've been to 4 or 5 events. Like,
I've been to 2.
Yeah, no. But the rest of us has been to, like, regionals and states and stuff. But it's always for, like, our cheerleaders because, like, I was on the, like, there's our football team and then our competition team. And I was on our competition team for 3 years. So, like, I grew up with, like, a lot of the girls while I was in high school, and I love them all very much. So they're all getting older, so we want to, like, go watch them. Because they're our babies. We love them. But our high school hosted the spring game this past week. So that was a lot of fun. We got to go see everyone.
Her brother.
Yeah, and my brother's on the team. Yeah, I guess he's the quarterback. I found that out, like, that morning. I don't know. I guess he's good. But that was a lot of fun, too, because we got to see a bunch of people. And we went with a few other friends that were at the party and that we graduated with, so it was fun seeing them. That was a lot of fun.
And it was op-free.
Yeah, it was so good because, like...
At least for us.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know. I was like, ooh. Well, because everyone that's, like, close to us in age was also on the trip. Yeah, because our senior trip, they go to Hawaii, so they were all in Hawaii. Well, most of them were in Hawaii, so we didn't see too many people, which was nice.
So good.
Yeah.
Because we went to the homecoming game, and that's, like, scary. Like, there's so many people. Like, everybody goes to the homecoming game.
Yeah, that was a lot. Because, like, our class also goes to the homecoming game. Like, people we graduated with, they also come back for the homecoming game. Because our school's very, like, encouraging to come back for everything, I would say. Like, there's some schools where it's like, no, we never go back. But, like, our school is definitely come back. So homecoming is where everyone is. Like, my mom graduated from the school, so, like, even she sees people that she went to high school with that are back at the school.
And, like, we had, like, our school really wanted you to have a great high school experience. And so there are so many people who are still trying to, like, keep a grasp on that.
Yeah.
Because of just how good our school is. Like, subtle flex, like, our school is really, really nice, and, like, they do a lot of good things for the students, and, like, a lot of the people there, like, the students and the teachers are great, so there's a lot of super seniors, because everyone just wants to hold on to that, because was such a good time in their life, because nothing really mattered at that point.
Right. I mean, I feel like when we go back, it's different, because I can imagine some people who are like, I have to go back to this school. Like, it's not even about, like, the people. It's just, like, I have to be back on campus. I have to be back at this. Like, I don't know. We just go back for the cheer girls. That's it. Like, if you ask me, I'm like, I only go back to see the cheerleaders. Anyone else, I'm like, it's fine. I can see you on a different day, like, out of school, please. But it's for our cheer babies. Ugh, I love them so much. Yeah. No, they're the best. But...
because they're all really young.
Right.
So the people we cheered with last year and then the year before were all, like, middle schoolers.
Right. So they're all going into high school now.
It really is, like, our babies. Like, little sisters. Like, just because of how that age difference was.
Mhm.
Like,
because there was 5 seniors, 5
last year.
5 seniors, which was us on the team last year, and then 1 sophomore, and then freshman and under. There was no juniors, and there was only 1 sophomore. So it's crazy now going to like the games, and like that 1 sophomore, she's now like a junior, and she's like in charge.
Yeah, I guess they have no seniors next year.
They have no seniors this year.
Yeah, they did. Well, Comp didn't.
Yeah, Comp doesn't.
But I'm talking about football.
No.
Football doesn't have any seniors next
year. Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We can talk about this a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know what happened, but like the classes that we were looking at when we were in middle school and they were in high school, we're doing so much. Because, like,
what do you mean?
I feel like everybody was in theater and everybody was doing sports and da-da-da-da.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And, like, all of a sudden, nobody does cheer besides, like, the little girls.
Right.
And then nobody does theater except, like,
oh, no. Well,
theater kids.
Okay, but our
Nobody,
theater
like,
program, though, was, like, 5 years ago, insane.
Yeah,
I mean, we were brought to, like, you know, New York stuff. We were, like, it was insane. Like, we were performing out, like, around the country. Like, that's how good our theater program
was.
is.
The inauguration, too.
Yes, you're right, the inauguration. Like, our school, it was the choir. It was mostly the choir, but, like, every choir kid was also in theater. So, but our school was fantastic. It was the, what's it, like, instructor? Is that what you call him? Director. It was, like, the director we had, though. He was phenomenal. And then he left, and then it kind of went not as top tier, I would say.
They're just focusing on other things.
Right. Yeah, but we just had such a good program that I feel like it was, I don't know, once the director, who's like amazing, left, there was no coming back. Like, he was just so...
He set a high bar.
Yeah, like the bar was set so high that it is unattainable right now. So, I don't know. I think it was just that good. But
I did a little bit of theater, and I feel like the new director actually like really cares about the students.
He does.
Like the other one really cared about getting the name of our school out there and making sure the choir is the best thing and like da-da-da-da. And this one cares about like building relationships with the students and making them build relationships with each other. And
I think that's why I like the other one more, because that would have, no, that grosses me out.
I love him.
Yeah, you seem like you would.
Because I just did like my senior year, I did theater, I did like crew, so I was backstage.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That's fun.
It was fun, because it's not as serious.
That's good. No, because he treated it like a job. Like, I remember we talked to some of the older kids that were, like, in theater at the time when we had the old director, and they were like, yeah, we're here till, like, midnight every night working on the show. Like, it's a Monday. And I'm like, what? Like, you have school. And they're like, no, we just do this. Like, we get out of school at 3 and just go straight into the theater and work for 8 hours. And I'm like, that's insane. Like, cheer practice were 3 hours, and I complained, so.
Yeah.
But I feel like our 3-hour practices were, like, a lot. And we also had to do a lot of stuff on top of it. Is like, the years we had to do, like, football players. Like, we had to do like, gifts for the football players and stuff. Mm-hmm. And we, like, Friday night games were never just the game. There was always, like, a dinner after.
So, yeah, like, or before.
Oh, my gosh. That was the worst. We had to meet completely ready, like, 2.5 hours before the game. And school gets out at 3 and the game's at 7. So, like, you had an hour to, like, go home or get ready. And I live half an hour away from school, so that wasn't an option. So, like, I would just have to sit at school and get ready.
And, like, God forbid you don't like what they're serving for dinner. And you have to, like, go get food.
Oh, yeah. No, I always did that because, like some days it was fine. Like, some days I'd eat whatever it was. But some days I was, like, craving, like, this or that or whatever. And I didn't want, like, chicken nuggets for the 18th time that season. And I was like, hey, I've got to drive somewhere, like, tropical smoothie, go get a smoothie, go get
makeup while you're driving.
Like... Right, exactly. Come back, be completely ready, outfit, hair, makeup, like, forget it at that point. Ugh. Yeah. There was a lot to do. But cheer was hectic. Like, there was just a lot going on during cheer.
Speaking of the gifts for the football players.
I know, I said that, and then I paused and you didn't say anything.
Because I don't know how to do it exactly. I don't know how to segue. Okay. So our topic for the day is first kisses.
Ew.
So there was this guy. Okay, so COVID was our freshman year. We were kind of still going through that like
Right.
awkward time where like you were in school, but it was like different.
Right. It ended 8th grade year early for us as well.
Yeah. And so we actually, instead of doing the normal basketball season for our cheer for winter, because normally it's basketball, we cheer for basketball, we cheered for soccer because it was outside.
And we couldn't be inside the gym.
And so, because we couldn't be inside the gym. And so it's better to be outside, I guess. So
with our face shields.
With our face shields.
Oh, that was bad.
No stunting. Just cheers.
With the
no
face
jumping.
Shields.
Yeah.
And we were like, I hated the face shields. I haven't thought about those.
And it was so miserable too. It was always raining.
Yeah, that was a horrible season. We did that together. Were we friends during that time? Yeah. So like, wow, we did that together. That was the bonding. That was some bonding times. Okay, continue on.
Anyways,
soccer cheer season.
We did soccer cheer, and one of the things our coaches made us do was get gifts for the soccer players. And so like I picked the guy I liked at the time, and then by the time we like went around and like picked our people, there was like somebody left over that nobody really wanted. And so I was like, okay, I'll do it. Like I can do 2 people. Like I'm already going to the store, might as well pick up 2 things of candy instead of just 1.
Oh wait, I didn't know you were talking about it first, and then I was like, oh yeah. Like I thought the first time when you said I picked the guy, like I thought that was the guy you were like.
No.
Oh right, because you're right. He was just like last pickings. Wow. Okay, continue. Oh.
So, started like it was really awkward because like I didn't even know what this guy looked like. I didn't know who this was. Never heard the name before. And so like I wouldn't even deliver his gifts. Like I'd buy them, and then one of our friends on the team would go give it to him. Because like I just didn't know who he was, and I was really shy. It was before my character development, so like 9th grade me was not going up to some guy I've never met before because he was also older, so it was like really scary. But over time, started kind of like I actually delivered the gifts myself, and we talk a little bit, and then I started waiting for him after the games, talk to him, and
I actually remember this. Like I specifically remember being in the stands and you being like, you have to wait with me after the game so I can go talk to him. And me and our other friend at the time were like, okay, and we had to like sit there for like quite some time waiting for you after the game.
For like a sentence or 2.
Right. And it was over by like the
locker rooms outside, yeah. And on the last game, like it was like my last baggie, I was like, I didn't have social media at the time, and I was like, I'm never gonna talk to this guy again. So I wrote him a little note, and I put my phone number on it, and put it in the baggie.
Oh my gosh.
And when I gave him his last little bag, because I saved that one to give him after the game, so like it was like a last like, here's my number. Which actually worked out really well because he like pulled me in and gave me a kiss on the cheek. First ever kiss on the cheek. It was big things. Big things for me in 9th grade. And then he was like, oh, like, what's your number? And I was like, check your bag.
Aww.
So that was cute.
No, because I remember like standing at the end of the path with another girl we were friends with at the time. And you like walking over like, okay. And then you just walk up like, let's go. And we were like, what happened? Because for us, we're like, oh my gosh. And you were like, okay, let's walk. Let's go. Let's get in the car. We need to talk. And we all were like, what happened?
I was so nervous.
That's crazy. What a time, though.
What a time.
When that's like what we need to get back to that.
I would still get flustered if a guy kissed me on the cheek. I would still get like,
I guess.
Anyways, so me and him, he has my number now. We're texting all the time. So we go hang out. I go over to his place, which he's like rich. And so we're hanging out at like the country club. And first time we're ever hanging out. This was crazy. Like we hung out for the first time, and he asked me to be his girlfriend.
That's oh my gosh.
We should have seen the red flags.
I know.
Honestly. And then whatever, and it's like dark out, and like he takes me to the tennis courts and like tells me to close my eyes, like whole thing.
Ew.
Oh
so
god,
sorry.
I hate talking about this.
I'm sorry.
And like he kisses me and like
No.
And then so this is the part.
No.
This is where it gets really bad.
It's already
So,
bad.
He kisses me, he kind of tries to go in for more, and I like pull away. And when I pull away, he pulls me into a hug and he whispers in my ear, I love you.
No. How long have you known him? Like 2 months?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to set the time frame.
I didn't say it back. I literally just was like,
Yep. Little 9th grade you. No.
Like, that is insane. Like, that is like 7th graders. 9th grade? And he was older. Like, there was no excuse for that.
No. That would have scared me. I would have been so scared.
It was so bad. And I just kind of was like, I looked past it because I was like, my first kiss. Like, obviously, I was like totally infatuated with this
right,
man.
you
like,
didn't even.
Like,
right.
I didn't even care. I was like, maybe that's normal? Like,
why? This makes me so angry for you, too, because he ended up being a horrible human being.
Yeah, he was terrible.
And the fact that we just, like...
I know, because he said... Well, I'll add to the story to make it worse. He said the whole I love you thing or whatever, and then we start walking back because we're going to go eat dinner with the family. And then he goes, you can't tell anybody about this. I should have known.
Went out with him.
I should have known.
Mind you, though, I would like to give myself some credit for weeks and months. I was like, Ainsley, you need to dump him. I don't like him. Your other friends don't like him. All of us have issues with him. Like, we all hate him. And you're like, no, but he's so sweet sometimes.
He bought me things.
You can buy yourself things. You'll be all right.
Not at that time.
Still, nothing he bought you needed.
It's true.
Right. The gift bag. Or not the gift bag. This was like, you probably remember this, when you guys like finally broke up. Finally. And like you had a bag of all the things he'd given you. And you were trying to give it to him. You recorded it.
Yeah, I recorded our breakup.
I was like, you need to like record this so you'll actually do it, because it's like, you know,
the extra pressure.
If you're recording it, like, you know, you'll do it. And so she's trying to break up with him with the lockers. Mind you, all this is on like a recording on her phone. She's trying to break up with him at the lockers, and he's just like, nope, not even listening to this. Nope. And she was like, no, like, we're gonna break up. And he was like, nope. And then you try to like give him all of his stuff back, and he would like run away. And then he went and got on the bus, and you went and gave it to a little kid that was getting on his bus. And you were like, go give this to, what's his name? And the kid was like, okay, and walked on the bus and gave it to him.
Because that was one of my close friends that, like, you know, just like the kids that are 2 years younger than you are like your children.
Right.
He's just one of my kids that he also hated this guy.
Yeah.
Scary, man.
Ew.
Oh.
But like, I don't know.
And he still comes back. Like, that was like my first boyfriend ever too. So first kiss, first boyfriend.
Oh.
And he actually reached out like sometime during the school year and was like, I'm so sorry for everything.
Because he goes to my school.
Yeah.
Right.
He goes to her FAU.
Yeah, my campus. So I like saw him one day, and I actually had a heart attack for you. I was like, no, get away. Get off of my school.
Oh, I have so much I could talk about him. Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, he was awful. No.
Maybe that's for another time. We could talk
that's
about
like
first boyfriends. Like
that's like a no. We'll do first boyfriends.
Oh,
that was like
goodness.
That's a whole episode and a half right there.
It was quite a character.
No. Well, now you've like now I'm grossed out. I don't want to talk about mine now because now it's gross. Like, yours is so uncomfy. I feel like mine's not uncomfortable. But, like, yours is also, like, you ended up dating him. Like, it was a big thing. Like, it was, like, a thing for, like, a very long time.
Yeah, because we only dated for, like, 2 months.
Right.
But then, like, we didn't talk. And then we, were a situationship for like a year, and then we didn't talk, and then he like circles back every few months and is like, hey, what are you doing? Like,
I know. Ugh. Well, for mine, we just figured out that I lied to Ainsley for multiple years.
And yourself.
Yeah, well, I just convinced myself that, like, it was a different time. Because Ainsley and I, there was a point when we just stopped talking for a little bit, and during, what was it, before we stopped talking is when it happened? Yeah. Because before freshman year.
Yeah.
It was before freshman year. And so, yeah, but Ainsley and I had a little issue or whatever, and so when I had my first kiss, which I'll get into, I like didn't tell her because we weren't on speaking terms. We were having like our little fight, and so
nope, she just didn't want to tell me. She just didn't want to tell me. Don't be like, no, we were fighting. No, we weren't. Thought we not were. At this time. No.
Oh, we weren't fighting.
Nope.
Oh, so yeah, I just didn't tell Ainsley, and then we had our little fight, and then we were fine again. And then we were fine again, and then there was this new guy, and I was like, oh, this new guy, which was like 2 years later. I was like, oh, this new guy, like him and I kissed, and it was my first kiss and whatever. And you were like, and we were like, oh, okay. And then I just went with that. Like anyone that asked me, I was like, oh, it was this guy. Because I told you that. And I was like, well, gotta stick to it now. So that was fun. But I just like was going over the timeline the other day, and I was like, wait, I've been like lying to myself for years about this. Because I think I just wiped my first one from my brain. That I was just like, nope, everything after that doesn't even, yeah, my bad. So sorry. I'm sorry to everyone else that I probably lied to about it, just so that you didn't find out.
I hate you.
Sorry. Like, I really just didn't even think about it. I was like, oh, no. Mine isn't, like, crazy or anything. It's just, ew. Ew. It's just, no.
Do you remember how I went older? She went younger.
Don't say that. No.
Isn't it a lot younger? It's more than a year.
It's a year. Ew, stop. I actually cannot post this. Ew, no. Ew. He's gonna see it, he's gonna know. That's the worst part. But here's won't even watch it. It doesn't even matter.
Yes, he will. If anybody will watch it, it's him.
But he won't reach out. Like, I'm gonna get literal clips sent to me. Like, I'm like, yes. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so this was like over summer.
Do you want to do the backstory where you were dating his best friend?
But
dumped the best friend
him
after
and I weren't
a week,
even dating though. Like, any relationship before like junior year doesn't count. Like, I'm so sorry, but if you're like, oh, I'm dating, like, it doesn't count ever.
And that's true.
With anyone, because like, unless it's like your high school sweetheart, it's like you date freshman year and you date till you graduate. Otherwise, I'm like, that's no
true.
Relationship
I don't
counts.
Count any of them until junior year.
Exactly. So like junior year and on, I'm like, whatever. So yeah, me and his like friend were a thing, and that stopped. And then can't. And then yeah, so him and I met because of his friend. But like I already knew his friend from like years before, and then we like all reconnected after during like the summertime, and it was like a whole thing, and we were like a big friend group, I guess. And I don't know. I think I was just like, I was really bored, and it was just like, ugh. At some point, this needs to happen. Tell the camera
this. I don't want to hear it.
I know. I was like, at some point, this needs to happen. So I was just like, okay. But yeah, it was. I'm trying to think. Oh, it was in my mom's car. That's crazy. She's gonna see this and be like, no, because like my parents would let me drive because I was like younger. Like I didn't even have a permit. I couldn't even have a permit. How old was that? Like 13? Yeah, I was like 13. So I couldn't even have a permit. But, or maybe I don't know. I don't know how old I was. But yeah, like she'd sometimes just let me drive her car like around the neighborhood. Or like Publix and stuff because we live close to Publix. And so I could just drive. And no, I drove the car over to like this boy's house and we kissed in her car. And I actually like wanted to die. Like I just not because of him or anything, but just like I don't know. My little like child self was, what is going on? And like the fact that it was my mother's car is really just the cherry on top. That was so bad. But yeah, no, a little scarred. Like, it's not bad, I think. Like, we're on good terms, we're fine. But we talk every like once in a while. But after that, we hung out like 2 years later, I think. But like, or a year later, I don't know. I don't really know the timeline of all this. My brain just kind of, this was only in summer, by the way. But my brain just kind of draws blanks when it comes to summer because just so much happens in those 2.5 months. But
absolutely.
Yeah. Ew.
Ew.
Like, that's all. Like, yours is like a big thing. Mine is just like,
I know, mine is a big thing. But just because he was such an interesting person.
Yeah, he was a horrible human. Like, mine wasn't a horrible person, so I feel like I don't have anything like crazy to say about him. Like,
Darn.
It wasn't like we kissed and then like a year later we were a thing, and then I don't really know. Yeah, and then we were like a thing for like a month or two in summer. I don't even know. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, but like, not a bad person at all. He's doing great, I think.
Do we know that?
Yeah, no, he's doing really well. He just graduated.
Younger.
Yeah.
Which is funny because we switched.
Yeah.
Because I used to be really like, up until like junior year, I was big, even in junior year, on like older guys. I was like, I don't want to date anybody in my grade. I want them to be older. I want them to be more mature. And Peyton was dating younger.
Okay, but there was one younger. Let's just for the record, it wasn't dating either. Dating's a very strong word.
And then
there was one younger. One, just to clarify. Or two. I'm sorry. Two younger. Neither of them I dated though.
Anyways, and then all of a sudden now her boyfriend's older, and I like I'm younger.
Yes, but everyone else was like, I'm trying to think. Everyone else was older though. Those two were younger, and that was it. Everyone else was older than me, because I was like, okay, everyone under my age is way mature. No, he was in our grade. 100%. He was at UF this year. Yeah, but only two of them were younger, so that was good. Everyone else was older because there was those two, and I was like, wow, you both are so immature. I need to get myself together. And now everyone else has been older, and now my boyfriend's 2 years older than me. Yeah.
Crazy.
So, like, which is good, because I'd say he's, like, more mature than, like, if I was dating someone our age. You know what I mean? I mean, guys mature slower than girls. That's, like, a fact. Like, that is a fact. But yes,
more mature
than guys our age. I'm not saying the most mature. I'm saying guys our age. But no, I think guys are like, it just takes them a few extra tries to mature to the level we're at. But it's okay. You live and you learn.
Yeah.
Okay, well, those were our first kiss stories. Gosh, they're both going to see this too.
At least the clips.
Yeah. Yours won't reach out though.
Yes, he will.
He won't. Mine'll just make fun of me.
It's true.
Like, I'm just gonna get made fun of. I'm like, you're just like, oh my gosh, really? That's so amazing. Like, I'd love to hear that. That's how yours will be.
That I said he was crazy?
I think he knows.
I need to do one about just first boyfriends.
You do?
Gosh, there's so much.
I don't even know, like, because I don't count any, like, actual, like, literally junior year. Like, anything before that I don't count as a boyfriend. Like, we might have said it was a boyfriend, but he definitely wasn't. Like, I don't know.
Just do worst boyfriends.
That's true. Just the worst. Ugh. That'd be a long episode.
Anyways, so stay tuned for that.
I know, that'll be coming out in the future. That'll be a good episode.
So Make sure you don't miss that episode. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. And that's it. Stream Dislikable.
Yes.
Wherever you get your podcasts.
Bye,
Bye, bitch.